Most people think that January is a pretty slow month when it comes to e-commerce sales. Newsflash, it doesn't have to be. Now, January can certainly feel slow in comparison to December because December is such a huge month for online sellers selling on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Amazon. But if you know the right items to list up for sale and to sell in January, you can actually do really well in January. So in this month, I'm going to show you exactly what items you can sell this month to maximize your profit. Now, a lot of this is based on my own past experience having sold for years now, but we're also going to use some data using a software called Zeek Analytics. Now, going into the new year, lots of people are setting New Year's resolutions for themselves. And one of the biggest New Year's resolutions that people have is fitness. Everyone wants to get fit as soon as they enter the new year, and they always set it as a New Year's resolution, which means that a lot of people are going to be spending money on things that can help them achieve that goal. So let's look at some fitness items that are going to do really well in January. Now, when I think of fitness, one of the first things I think about are weights like dumbbells. And if we put dumbbells in here into Zeek Analytics, you're gonna see that they do really, really well, and they are selling right now in the month of January. Over $90,000 in the past 30 days. These items are selling really well, and you can just see a ton of them right here. The problem with dumbbells and weights are that they're heavy, right? And heavy means usually there might be added costs for shipping, might be harder to return the items. I'm not saying not to sell weights and dumbbells, but I avoid them for that reason. Even suppliers that will normally not charge for shipping, oftentimes will charge for shipping for weights like dumbbells. So there's something that I tend to avoid. So you wanna look at things that are a lot lighter in weight that people are still going to buy when they're looking to get fit. So a big one that does well all year long, but especially here in January, are yoga mats. So we look for yoga mats here in Zeek Analytics. What this software is doing is analyzing all these different listings for yoga mats and spitting out information based on those results. So you see in the past 30 days, based on the listings that it pulled up, there's about $13,000 in sales in yoga mats. There's been over 600 items sold of the 100 listings. They're selling multiple times. And this is really important right here. The successful listings is 70%, which means that of the 100 listings, 70 of them have sold at least once, if not multiple times. Actually, we know they've sold multiple times. So that means that not just one person is dominating the word yoga mat. If the number of successful listings was super low, then that means that only a few people are successfully selling yoga mats. But we see a lot of people here selling yoga mats, which means that you can do that as well. And you can get an idea of here of exactly what kind of yoga mats people are interested in. Obviously, people are interested in yoga mats here that have straps on them or ones that come with bags. So something with a little bit extra. And these are things you can find at a lot of suppliers, whether they're wholesale suppliers or retail suppliers. And because they're so light, they're so easy to ship, pretty easy returns as well, depending on the supplier. So these are going to be a solid bet for January. Along the same lines, let's look at another type of item, resistance bands. These are items that I have sold quite a bit of in the past, especially during the lockdown. I sold a lot of these. So we're seeing $14,000 in sales, a really high sell-through rate, which means that of the 100 listings, 67% of them are successful, and they're all selling a lot, many, many times per month. And you can get an idea here of what kinds of resistance bands people like. They like sets, 11 piece. This is probably like a 4 or 5 set. These are ones with handles. People like ones with handles. This is what you're going to look for. Even if you can't find this exact item on your supplier's website or in their inventory, find something similar. Give it a similar title. Make sure it's a similar price as well, and you're gonna sell just as well as these other people. You're gonna get a share of the $14,000 that's being sold every single month with resistance bands. And you can see that these are selling 155 times a month, this one, 154, 129. So there's plenty of room for us to come in and start selling resistance bands as well. Let's also look at something else. I want to give you a good example of why it's really important to do proper product research here. So if we look up here, sit up bench. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but these are like workout benches where you can like lock your legs into them and do sit-ups on them. So if we look up sit up bench, you can see it's done $6,600 in sales in the past month of these 100 listings, and only 33% of them are successful. So it's okay, right? It wouldn't hurt to list this up, but as you see, this one sold 16 times, this one only sold 9, and then you have a lot of listings that only sold a few times a month, really getting down to 1 time a month. So it's not really a great listing. But if we look up instead workout bench, these are usually the exact same thing. The only thing we're changing is what we're searching for. We're searching instead for workout bench instead of a sit-up bench. And as you see, this keyword does a lot better. $41,000 in sales, 67% successful listings, and over 500% sell-through rate. So these are selling multiple times. And sure enough, this one sold over 500 times, 35 times in the past month, 32 times, 24 times, 24 times. So there's a lot of room here to come in. Now, these are definitely heavier items, but not as heavy as weights. Usually you're still gonna get free shipping on these, and they do tend to be higher in price as well, which I like. You know, $60 to $100. There's a lot of room in there for you to make some profit with these workout benches. All right, the next category of items that I want to talk about are winter items. Now, sure, you could sell gloves, hats, scarves, things like that, but first of all, I don't like selling really small, cheap items like that, and I also don't really like selling clothes. People have different sizes, they get them at home, they try them on, they don't fit. There's a lot of returns with clothes. I've never been a fan of drop shipping them. Something like jackets, winter jackets, would be a little bit better because they're more expensive, but it's still clothing item that I tend to avoid those. But there are plenty of winter items that we can sell instead that aren't clothes and aren't going to have as many returns as clothes. So the first one we're going to look at are snow shovels. You have to kind of think, what are people going to need once it starts snowing and getting colder? And a big one are snow shovels so they can shovel out their driveway. And you can see just in the past month, $25,000 in sales. As snow starts to accumulate and start to increase snowfall, we're going to see this number just go up and up and up over the next couple of months. And that's a really cool thing. You list a snow shovel up now, it's going to sell in January, it's going to sell in February, and it might even start to sell a little bit in March as well. Really high sell-through rate, not a great number of successful listings, but I think if you come in here, you'll see there's still plenty of room here. 190 times sold, 31 times, 31 times. What are you looking for here? You're looking for just snow shovels. I don't know what else to say about this. These are pretty standard snow shovels with long handles, plastic. This is exactly what you want to sell. They sell these on a lot of different websites, and a lot of different suppliers can get you these snow shovels as well. Along the same line, you might have seen this, you might have thought of this yourself, are snow sleds. Obviously, these are for kids to go sledding down hills. I know I used to love doing this growing up in the Northeast when I was a kid, and you better believe people are going to be buying these for their kids so they can have fun. So $19,000 in sales, $19,500, high sell-through rate. Ooh, not a great number of huge successful listings, 41%. But look at the average price, $49. You know, that's not bad. You can get some decent margin in there. So let's look at the results. These are really popular. These disc type, there's different types. There's more like a toboggan type that are long. There are disc types. But coming up here, you see they all do pretty well, right? We have the disc type here. We have toboggans. We have inflatable tubes, more of the traditional racer sled. So they're all really doing well. I think you can list up any of these and be successful, but doesn't have the greatest sell-through rate, but I think there's still room in here for you to come in and get some decent sales with this. And the last one I want to talk about in the kind of snow category are these ice scrapers. You might have seen this before. These are what you use to scrape the ice off the windshield of your car once ice gets on there so you can actually drive it and be able to see. Now, this one doesn't have like really great data on it. I mean, in terms of data that looks promising, right? Sales is only $9,000. You only have 48% successful listings, $12 product price, not great. So it doesn't look too great, but I had to throw this one in there. I had to, because this, actually, that's pretty cool. This one right here, this exact one, maybe it was a different size, but this same brand, this is literally the first item I've ever sold on eBay. The first item I ever sold online dropshipping. Here it is right here. It's this Snow Joe telescoping snow broom. And you can scrape stuff off your car, you can brush stuff off your car. So I had to throw it in there. I list these up, maybe not this exact one, but different ice scrapers every single year because I think it's good luck. If you sell your first item ever, I think you should keep it in your store because I think that's just good luck. Now, the third category of items I want to look at have pretty interesting results. So over the past 30 days, it's done $8 in sales. We have one sold item and the sell-through rate is 2%. So what I want to do is I want to increase these numbers right now because what this item is the thumbs up button. So go down below, hit that thumbs up button, and let's increase these numbers right now. And the third category of items that I want to talk about are Valentine's Day items. Now, Valentine's Day is not until February, obviously, but people start buying those items in January. So we want to start listing those items up for sale so people can buy them right now. And so they're ready for people to buy early in February. So let's look at some Valentine's Day items. Now, some of these items might surprise you. So the first one I'm looking at are wallets. And the reason I'm looking at wallets is because that's a common gift that people buy men, especially on Valentine's Day, which I didn't know, but in research, I discovered it is true. So you can see over the past 30 days, there's been over $120,000 in sales for wallets, over 11,000 sold items. Of the 100 listings, almost all of them have sold and they have all sold many, many times. So coming down here, you can see all the different wallets for sale, different types. So they're a lot pretty popular now are these RFID blocking that has that feature that basically prevents people from just kind of stealing information from your credit card. Leather is obviously very popular as well. Bifold tends to be the most popular kind of choice, but these more carbon fiber ones, I don't know if you've ever seen these are becoming increasingly popular as well. You can see 2 listings towards the top for those that have sold over 300 times and almost 300 times in the past month. So come in here, take a look at what types of wallets are selling well and list up some of these carbon fiber ones, these bifold leather ones, because these are all going to do well for Valentine's Day and really all year long as well. Another really great one to look at for men for Valentine's Day are just power tools. Again, these do well all year long, and they're one of my most popular items I've ever sold. You could just sell basically any type of power tool and they're going to do well. Now, one type of item I always avoid are perfumes. I know perfumes do really well during Valentine's Day, so men can buy them for women, but a lot of times those are name brands that you don't have the right to sell on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or anywhere like that. So yes, look at the sales, over $250,000 in sales and really successful. But again, these are going to be like Calvin Klein, Dolce & Gabbana, right? These are name brands that we don't have the right to sell, and you can get in trouble for selling these items on eBay. I just don't think it's worth it at all. By the way, everything I'm showing you in this video, you can sell on either eBay or Facebook Marketplace. They're going to do well. Now, even though Facebook Marketplace or Facebook Shops doesn't really have the same Vero program as eBay does, I would still avoid them. I just don't think it's worth the risk to be selling name brands like Dolce & Gabbana or Calvin Klein or Burberry on there. So some items you can drop ship for women for Valentine's Day might be some heart necklaces. These do really well every single year, and you can come here to Zeek Analytics, search for heart necklaces, kind of get an idea of what it is exactly that people are looking at. So the sterling silver love heart necklace, ones with words on them. Here's another one. You can kind of get a good idea of what it is that people are looking for, even lockets, and find ones that you can drop ship from your supplier. Now, time for a little update for January. I'm going to be updating some lessons inside my eBay Dropshipping Titans course called Dropshipping Titans. Now, as usual, those updates will be available to all my existing current students. It's going to be available to you guys absolutely for free. So stay tuned for those. Just kind of minor updates just to kind of bring things up to speed. eBay kind of changes the look of their website sometimes. So even though everything I'm teaching in there is correct and accurate, it's nice to kind of have everything match up between what I'm showing on video and what it is you're seeing on eBay itself. So just some minor updates, but there's going to be 1 or 2 kind of really cool things I'm going to be adding to the eBay course as well. That are kind of be a bit of a big change. So I'll be adding those. And again, all my current students will get that for free. And if you're not a member of Dropshipping Titans yet, you want to learn exactly how to dropship on eBay, the exact strategies and tactics I use click by click. I'll have the link down below so you can check out everything we have to offer. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed this video, then you're gonna really like this video right here, which is a full product research video where I show you exactly how to do product research on eBay dropshipping. It's a free video for you right here on YouTube. So click there and I'll see you there in a few seconds.